the distinguished High Commissioner and the senior managers of the UNHCR for very important information that has been provided. My government applauds the efforts of the UNHCR and in all the respects. And actually, I do not know any other UN agency whose recommendations have been followed so strongly by the government, by the political unions. First and foremost, because the UNHCR is dealing with the issues of life and death. Even the Security Council resolutions are not so much in favor in being followed. The COVID pandemic, of course, has aggravated the situation and the battlefield that the UNHCR is working on. But we have to understand that the work of UNHCR has not started yesterday. And as the High Commissioner has rightly mentioned, life is going on. All the situations, difficult ones that UNHCR is operating on are continuing. The governments, of course, are also doing their share of work, their contributions to this very important job. Azerbaijan is also, like many other countries, is contributing both to the situation inside the country and also providing the humanitarian aid to many countries, in particular during this pandemic. We already provided substantial humanitarian aid to about 30 countries around the world in the last 2 months, both individually and also in our present function as of the chairmanship of the non-aligned movement. We recently had the summit of the non-aligned movement. And for your information, you probably know that now in New York, the preparations are in full swing for the special session of the General Assembly on the COVID-19. There is an intensive communication now with the Office of the Secretary General. Of course, WHO would be a very important player dealing with this, but we believe that UNHCR has its very special niche on this work, and the voice of UNHCR would be very much important on this issue. Of particular importance are the situations in the conflict areas, and UNHCR has a lot of experience in dealing with this. At the same time, it is very important to take into account that the history or the record of operations of UNHCR and many other humanitarian organizations of the UN has seen a lot of examples when this noble job has been abused by certain players in order to get their own narrow-minded political benefits. So this is very important to take this into account and to realize that the international law, international humanitarian law is still in force. Nobody has abolished the UN Charter, and the important link and the cooperation between the UN member states and the UN humanitarian family, first and foremost led by the UNHCR, is a very important basis for the success of this work. Thank you once again.